For decades, engineers dreamed of machines that could mimic human movement, but today, a new generation of artificial intelligence is taking humanoids out of the lab and onto the factory floor. At a sprawling Hyundai auto plant in Georgia, more than 1,000 robots work alongside 1,500 humans, but the real future is tucked away in a back corner warehouse. This is the home of Atlas, a 5'9", 200-pound humanoid created by Boston Dynamics. For years, Atlas was a bulky hydraulic machine that relied on pre-written algorithms to perform stunts like backflips. Today, it is a sleek, all-electric worker powered by an AI brain and advanced NVIDIA microchips. Unlike its predecessors, this version of Atlas learns through experience rather than manual programming. Engineers use virtual reality headsets to guide the robot through tasks, generating data that trains its AI models. In massive digital simulations, 4,000 copies of Atlas can train for hours on slippery floors or steep inclines to master a single movement. Once one robot learns a skill, the knowledge is instantly uploaded to every other Atlas in the fleet. While it still struggles with delicate tasks like dressing itself or pouring coffee, the pathway to general-purpose robotics is now clear, with the market for humanoids expected to reach $38 billion within the decade. This physical evolution is being driven by a parallel revolution in digital intelligence led by figures like Demis Hassabis, the CEO of Google DeepMind. Hassabis, a former chess prodigy and neuroscientist, believes we are on an exponential curve toward artificial general intelligence, or AGI. His team is developing systems like Project Astra, a new generation of chatbots that interpret the world through a camera lens. Astra can identify famous paintings, describe the history of Victorian warehouses, and even engage in creative storytelling with human-like nuance. Beyond these interactive companions, DeepMind is using AI to solve some of the greatest mysteries in biology. Their AlphaFold model recently mapped the structure of 200 million proteins in just 1 year, a feat that would have taken human scientists centuries. This breakthrough is already revolutionizing drug development, potentially reducing the time to design new medicines from years to weeks. However, Hassabis warns that as these systems become more autonomous and powerful, the international community must establish safety guardrails to ensure they remain aligned with human values and do not fall into the hands of bad actors. The same autonomy transforming factories and labs is also reshaping the modern battlefield through the work of tech entrepreneurs like Palmer Luckey. The founder of Anduril is challenging the traditional defense industry with a line of autonomous weapons that operate using artificial intelligence without the need for a human pilot. From jet-powered drone interceptors like the Roadrunner to autonomous submarines the size of a school bus, these systems use an AI platform called Lattice to analyze sensor data and execute missions faster than any human could. Luckey argues that the United States must transition from being the world police to being the world gun store, providing allies with smart, autonomous deterrence. While international groups have raised moral concerns about lethal autonomous weapons, Luckey contends that an intelligent weapon capable of distinguishing between a civilian vehicle and an armored tank is more ethical than a traditional landmine. His company has already secured over $6 billion in contracts, proving that the Pentagon is ready to embrace a future where one operator can command 100 autonomous aircraft simultaneously. This shift represents a massive disruption to the 5 major defense contractors that have dominated the industry since the end of the Cold War. Even the world of fine art is not immune to this robotic takeover, as seen in the famous marble quarries of Carrara, Italy. In the same mountains where Michelangelo once sourced stone for his masterpieces, a robot named Robo is now carving with pinpoint precision. Using a 13-foot zinc alloy arm and a spinning diamond-crusted finger, Robo can complete 99% of a sculpture in a fraction of the time it would take a human. While traditionalists argue that using a machine is a sacrilege that destroys the human passion of art, contemporary artists like Barry Exball are using these robots to push the boundaries of what is possible. They argue that the robot is simply a more advanced apprentice, allowing the artist to focus on the creative idea rather than the back-breaking labor of rough-cutting stone. These machines do not sleep, get sick, or take holidays, and they can replicate complex textures that were previously impossible to achieve by hand. As these robots take over the repetitive and dangerous tasks of the world, From the factory floor to the sculpture studio, humans are being forced to redefine the value of manual labor and the nature of creativity itself. While the integration of artificial intelligence into our physical world raises profound questions about labor, warfare, and the soul of human effort, it is clear that the boundary between biological capability and machine precision is disappearing forever. Thanks for watching.